Good morning, everyone. This is a New Ed Growth ConeX quick demo of the manufacturing community portal ConeX. So Sammy's going to go through and Angela are going to go through some of the benefits, features, and everything to do with the ConeX portal. And then if you've got any questions, by all means, ask away. Sam, do you want to kick off?
Thank you very much. Firstly, apologies for the darkness of my screen. I have moved rooms and I haven't sorted out the lighting yet, but I am here. So I just wanted to set up this first kind of live of 2023. Just to talk through a little bit around ConeX, what we've been up to last year, what we're going to be up to this year, and showing a little demo for those of you that haven't seen it before. So it'll be a relatively quick session, just maybe 10-15 minutes, just talking through what we're up to. And yeah, anyone watching live, as Adam said, feel free to comment alongside in LinkedIn, and the comments should pop up to us so we can answer any questions that you may have. So before jumping into a demo, I'll ask Angela to briefly introduce herself, if that's all right.
Yeah.
From a ConeX point of view and a marvelous manufacturing point of view.
Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year, if it's not too late to actually still wish people a Happy New Year. Hopefully everybody's got off to a great start. I know ConeX Portal certainly has. I've been working with Sam for the last 18 months to help him to develop it, get things in place. Obviously, we do our networking events, which are coming up this Friday. So if you want to join those, 8 o'clock, purely for manufacturers, engineers and designers, and 9:30 for supply chain. So we'll be putting links out to those later today or tomorrow. Certainly you're welcome to come and join us. You don't need to be a member of ConeX to take part, but we have some really good sessions on there, so please come along. And as Sam mentioned, I'm also launched Marvelous Manufacturing. Please have a look at my LinkedIn page and see how you can get involved. Over to you, Sam.
Thank you very much. So as I just said, look, we've been working together for quite a while. We've been setting up events together, and at the end of the day, what we're trying to do here is support the manufacturing sector. There are plenty of brilliant companies dotted all across the country doing brilliant things, and we just want to kind of showcase that a little bit more and find ways to better connect people and better support people. And that's obviously where we started ConeX. So we actually started this in the middle of the first lockdown, however long ago that was. Started gathering a bit of information, getting people together, seeing what was out there, seeing how people were connecting and working together before launching last February essentially an online platform, a community, if you like, to bring manufacturers together. So it's a community for manufacturing companies. This is not a trade organization. It's not a directory. There's much more to it than that. We're working as a whole to better support the UK manufacturing industry. We're bringing individuals together. We're looking to support like-minded individuals. So it's not just about the kind of skill set and showcase of your company. It's about you as an individual and how you want to engage and how you want to support one another. And I think that's the important kind of ethos behind what we're doing here. It's that everyone is there to support and no one's trying to sell to one another. Everyone is there to genuinely support and boost their business, and it just feels like a bit of a comfortable space for one another to ask all sorts of queries and questions and genuinely support their business without it feeling too kind of salesy and in your face. As I say, we are working to better support the industry as a wider kind of ConeX group. Of course, there are other things that we're working towards in the background, all towards UK manufacturing. But the fundamental kind of ethos behind ConeX is that we're here to collaborate, we're here to support one another, and no matter what we develop and no matter what we grow, that is not going to change. It's always going to be this kind of core group of collaborative manufacturing companies that all want to support one another and grow. So people can sign up to our platform. As part of their membership, as part of their sign up, they gain access to a community discussion area. where we can have better conversations amongst the members and have a good chat and a good way of supporting one another rather than selling to each other. On top of the digital side, so which is what I'll show you shortly, we also host, as Angela's touched on there, a series of events. We go to many trade shows across the UK to see what's going on and see who's working together. We exhibit at Advanced Engineering as a collaborative group, which was really good at the end of last year, and we're doing the same again this year. All to just showcase what everyone's up to and support one another. Not necessarily to promote and sell ConeX. We're there to promote and support our group of members, and all sorts of other things that we do kind of more face-to-face rather than digitally as well. It's not just a digital platform, it is this community to support one another. So I will jump into a very quick demo, as I say, just to show the kind of discussion area and the types of conversations that people are having in there. So hopefully, if I press this button and we go there, that should be sharing.
Yep.
Yes.
Looks good.
Good. So this is the main kind of hub, the main central area of ConeX. So when people log in, this is where they come to. And we've got a little bit of information around what ConeX is, how we support each other and that sort of thing in there. So down our left-hand side is where we can access different areas of the portal. So we've got the welcome area. So this is just a little bit of information about ConeX in general, how we can support one another and what we're looking to do moving forward. So we've got an update stream. We've got a kind of start here, which just gives an overview. And we've got a series of how-to videos as well. So if there's anything that you're struggling with once you're a member and once you're looking for, then you can come to the how-to videos and actually watch these videos around how to log in, change your notifications, have an overview of the platform in general, how to work with other companies, how to search, how to view certain posts and things like that within here. So that's in the how-to section. We've got an update section, so if anything's going on, any updates, any changes going on in the background, we can alert people of that in here. We've got some external links as well, so if anyone wants a direct introduction to another member, you can do that through the introduction area. If anyone wants to view any events that we've got coming up, or if they want to populate our events calendar, you can do that within here as well. Some various contact information, guest speaker slots on some podcasts, which I'll ask Adam to talk about in a minute, just put him on the spot, and various other things that we've got going on there. We've got our events calendar as well, so members can see what we've got coming up each month. So obviously this month we've got Manufacturing Hour tonight, which again I'll ask Adam to talk about, and then we've got our monthly networking sessions moving forward as well, and another LinkedIn Live at the end of the month, which is actually next week. We've then got our discussion area, so members can then post who they are, give a bit of an overview about their company and what they offer in the who you are section. We've got a general discussion, which is more if they've seen an article, if they've seen a news story, if they're reading something at the minute that they want a little bit of feedback on, then you can post that in there. And then the what you need area, so that goes through a little bit more information around specific projects. So if a member is looking for support to outsource design of a project, for example, they can post that in there. If they're looking for a certain type of service that they don't necessarily have within their membership, they can post that in there as well. And it just forms, as I say, it's not salesy. These are people genuinely looking for support. No one's coming in here and posting sales calls saying this is what I do, this is what my company is, contact me if you need me, that kind of thing. That doesn't happen. It's very much more kind of conversational and supporting, and you'll see that it's not a case of I'm going to jump on that and try and sell myself based on the comment. I'm going to be there to support each other and actually help one another. We've got an area where we can have specific project discussions as well. So if anyone's looking to bring a project into ConeX, then we can build a team, put you into a live discussion and a live chat and set that up through there. And then we've just got some kind of membership links as well, so setting up account details and things like that. We've got a direct messaging area. We've got obviously a members list, and we've got the general kind of notifications in there as well. And then we've got an area in which you can search and find certain types of members too. We can host live videos in here. We can post videos in here. We can post surveys on here, we can post queries, whatever it may be, all to support the manufacturing sector as a whole, essentially. So I'll stop sharing there, come back to the main screen, and if Adam or Angela have got any questions or feedback, I'll open it up to you, and then we'll come back just to talk about some upcoming events and what we're planning for this year moving forward.
I was just going to say we've had some great projects come into the portal. We had a lot of interesting stuff come in there from members who, as you say, need help with something, or maybe one of their connections has needed help with something. And it's great to see how other members will then comment, they'll offer advice, they'll offer assistance, and it's a really good thing to see how well the members actually get involved and collaborate with each other. So I couldn't recommend it enough. It's a great place. If you're an SME and you need that support, it's a great place to be.
Well, I'd add to that, because picking up on what Andrew's just said there, I think I did it just before Christmas. I can't remember if it was just before Christmas or just after Christmas, where I asked for contacts for injection molders. And I reached out to the ConeX team. I've got connections, but I thought I'd reach out to get other connections as well for a gentleman that I'd come across in a completely different networking environment that was after injection molding and invented this something to do with duvets. I'm waiting to see what it's like, because I'm intrigued by this. It's about folding and putting on a duvet, and he's done it with this thing that can do it in one movement, sort of thing. So I'm intrigued by it. But yeah, got loads of contacts from it, from that point of view, so pass them on. So it's great from that side, that community side, which is exactly what you want.
Sorry, I was going to say, even things like, some of the members who've made alterations to their website, or they've had a new website built, and they've just asked members for feedback on what do you think? Is there anything we need to change, and all stuff like that. It's great to have somebody to go to and know that you're going to get some honest and valuable feedback.
Yeah, and it's keeping people updated as well. So any kind of legal changes or HR changes or Brexit regulations or whatever it may be, there's people in there that can honestly help and support and not try to sell their services to you. They're all there to help at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I think it's picking up on that there as well. You mentioned around the podcast. I mean, I've done one with Mark van Rensburg, Casper, Luke, and a number of others. Yourself, again, from a podcasting point of view, and another distribution channel. We offered that out through the ConeX Portal. So there's another sort of like benefit or distribution side there.
That's the thing. It's getting manufacturing in front of people's faces, essentially, because there's so much going on in the background, but it doesn't get picked up in the kind of general media and the public, and people don't really know that manufacturing is so good in this country, and it's we're trying to do all sorts of different things to try and showcase that a little bit more.
I think as well, if you're a solopreneur, and we have got quite a few members who are, I know for a fact, I work on my own, so I do stuff, and sometimes I need some support. I need, and you can't always depend on your family or your partner to understand what you're doing and to give you that support that you need. So again, it's really good to have that community for that benefit.
Exactly that. So a few things that we're looking at over the next month or so. Just keep it very short term to start with. Obviously, we're not a networking group. We're not an events company. We're here to support manufacturers. We're engineers. We're designers ourselves. So we have that kind of level of expertise. So if someone's looking for a specific project, we can actually support that and actually help with that. But obviously, running alongside that technical knowledge, we do run events. We do run networking sessions, and that's to better connect and support one another. So as Angela mentioned in the intro, that we have on the third Friday of every month, we do our ConeX kind of open networking sessions. So you don't have to be a member to be part of these. They're open to anyone. They're just run on Zoom. We have an hour in the morning for manufacturers, then we have an hour after that for service providers. And then once every quarter, we bring all of those together to have a bit of a kind of open collaboration group. So they're hosted on Zoom, but they're kind of organized on LinkedIn. So if you want the event links, then I'm sure you'll see them posted, but I can also send them to you as and when you need them. So we've got our next one's actually coming up this Friday. We are hosting these kind of LinkedIn live sessions in collaboration with Adam, usually once a month, and we usually have a guest speaker on and a couple of panelists to talk around a specific type of topic. So watch out for my post later this week to talk about our next one, which is actually next week on the 26th, which is, I introduced that to Adam earlier, and it's quite an interesting topic. We are obviously present at trade shows and exhibitions. So the next one in my diary is Southern Manufacturing, which is down in Farnborough. Look at my diary, which is the 7th, 8th, and 9th of Feb. So we'll have a presence there. So feel free, if you're going along to Southern Manufacturing, drop one of us a message, and we're sure to grab a coffee and have a little bit of a wander round. Because
just a reminder, that's also Apprenticeship Week.
Yes, which is perfect for what you're doing in Marvelous Manufacturing. So we can, I'm sure we'll find time for a specific event around that as well. And every Tuesday evening, I'll let Adam introduce this one. We host Manufacturing Hour.
We do, yes. We've transferred it over, or transitioned over from Twitter onto LinkedIn, because obviously that's where the majority of the manufacturers can get access to it. And there it is, all around the discussion of what anything to do with UK manufacturing, promotion, anything. We've had some brilliant discussions on there recently about competitiveness. We're doing one tonight on goal setting. I think it is tonight. So, more than welcome to call along. The only thing I will add to what Sam was saying is that ConeX Portal, I'm going to drive a fear of missing out on some of this here, is that because I know of what is coming in the ConeX, and there are some exceptional things that can really benefit manufacturers that are going to come to fruition within there. And from an exclusivity point of view and a growth point of view, they will be well worth being part of. So you really do want to keep an eye and get involved with it as well from that side, because it is going to move forward at a rate of knots. So yeah, that was just my two penny thing. But also, just things like, from Angela's point of view, Marvelous Manufacturing, to give you how things expand out. It was we're in the manufacturing hour one Tuesday night. We're discussing about the younger generation and marketing the younger generation. That kicked off a whole sort of like project with inside ConeX and Marvelous Manufacturing around creating a TikTok platform utilizing Marvelous Manufacturing to promote to the younger generation. And that's how quick things can move. So it was just before Christmas. It's already on the cards and already moving forward. And they're the sort of things that happen with the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And just one last thing is, it, to become a member of ConeX, it's not silly money. It really isn't. It's affordable. So give Sam a shout, find out more.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll leave it with so every year we're focusing around a kind of key topic and key word, if you like, or key phrase, whatever it may be. Last year, I think if you searched all of my LinkedIn posts, the most common word would probably be collaboration, and bringing people together and actually starting these conversations. This year we're going to be focusing, as Adam has hinted on there, on focus and growth. So we've got many ideas that we're going to be starting to implement to better support manufacturers, better support the sector as a whole, and really start to focus on some of those opportunities and drive projects and systems through the portal as well, so everyone is getting what they want out of it at the end of the day. Some people want just to be part of a community, some people want to grow their business, some people want to build a bit just of a kind of sustainable business. There's all sorts of types of people in there, and they're all happy to help and support one another at the end of the day, and that's exactly what this is about. So so we'll tie that up bang on the 20 minutes. Thank you for everyone listening. This is obviously available to rewatch on LinkedIn as many times as you want. And for any questions, obviously drop either of the three of us a message, and we'll be happy to help out.
Absolutely.
Super.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.